one, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jarrett. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. 36-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. The gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. Now Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
For a Steelers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jarrett. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0.
14. Jaguars nothing. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Lane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jarrett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he finds Austin complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not... He's inside the 30.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 60 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Setting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Yasir Abdullah making the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off play action. Jarrett. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, That's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Trayvon Walker providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off the play fake. Jarrett. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
17 yards. And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Jarrett. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Hines-Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Jarrett going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, right back to ETN. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. ETN once more. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hunter now will go in motion left. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to his tight end all. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Second and 6. Hunter now will go in motion left. Again, it's Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The final shot before break. Jarrett. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you're always feeling better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Jarrett. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Philip American. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
The Steelers' 42-yard line.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there, pulled in by all. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it. How you continue to lead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover improved their lead and just totally degraded that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jarrett.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Screenplay. Here's ETN.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they dropped it off to him on the screen. And I bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
3rd and 12. Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain an 18-point lead. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Hand off for Warren. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
The 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Operating from the gun. Jarrett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trayvon Walker getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second and 13. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jarrett got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
The city just made a sweep with the diabetic. They announced it full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Rock on the news with the LA through the LA yelling.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Side, pulled in by Hunter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Going quickly here to Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 27 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Extra score, Jaguars 49, Steelers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jarrett. They'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Throw left side complete. That's Ford. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jarrett. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
11 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Back to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jarrett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.